You toast the noodles first, not too much. People always rush this part. They think more heat means more flavor. It doesn't. Patience does. If you've had a long day, this is the sound you need right now. Oil, pan, quiet. Zenith asked me to say this is a space for everyone. No arguments, no surprise.
Good evening, sleepless professionals, exhausted romantics, and people pretending they're not refreshing the same app again. You did it! You made it to midnight! The hour where the city finally stops asking questions and starts selling answers at a discount. This is Cyber Radio, the broadcast you didn't consent to, but somehow keep returning to. Like a bad habit with better commentary. Midnight! Every damn time! You know, I love that Zenith still pretends midnight is a time slot and not a personality defect. Like this hour just accidentally happens. Like nobody ever planned to shove all the uncomfortable thoughts right here and then pad the walls around them. Welcome back, Echelon City! Ghost Static here! Still illegal, still broadcasting, still the voice your wellness app keeps suggesting you mute for your own growth. And wow, someone in a boardroom worked very hard on tonight. You didn't move Chica. You didn't cancel her. You didn't even fight her. You did something much creepier. You made her safe. Chica After Dark. Buffered, filtered, polished. The human equivalent of a skip intro button. You took a real person and turned her into background. See, that's the new strategy. Not censorship. Too obvious. Not threats. Too loud. Comfort. Because fear makes people run. Anger makes people shout. But comfort? Comfort makes people stay seated. Comfort says, you've had a long day. Let us handle it. Comfort says, no surprises tonight. Comfort says, you don't need to think right now. We already did that part for you. And people love it because thinking hurts. And thinking late at night hurts worse. Midnight used to be live, messy, wrong, a little dangerous. Now it's a loop. Warm voice, familiar rhythm, nothing sharp enough to cut through the insulation. They didn't fix the city, they padded it.
Zenith classifies midnight comfort programming as emotional infrastructure. It stabilizes listeners and reduces unsanctioned reflection.
Emotional infrastructure. That's a phrase that should come with a warning label and a therapist. Because infrastructure isn't there to help you. It's there to keep things from moving. Roads don't ask where you want to go. They tell you where you're allowed to drive. And look, don't get me wrong. I like food. I like warmth. I like someone telling me it's going to be okay while a pot simmers. But when a corporation starts scheduling comfort like medication, when they decide which voice you hear when you're tired and vulnerable, that's not care. That's crowd control with a spoon.
Listener retention has increased since unpredictability was removed. Zenith considers this proof of success.
Of course they do! Because if you stop fidgeting, if you stop questioning, if you stop interrupting, you stop being a problem. Relax. This is still a cooking show. It's just also a seatbelt. And tonight, I'm cutting it.
In the neon trench city, your system is compromised, connection unstable. Prepare for neural overload.
lines are open. If you're calling to say you feel seen, congratulations. That feeling is temporary. Line 1, you're on cyber radio. Talk to me.
Yeah, I was listening last week, episode 16, the part about consent fatigue, about clicking yes just to make things stop.
Nobody ever is. That's why it works. Go on.
So tonight, when you said they buffered Chica, that hit a little too close.
Ah, the hostage negotiation with better fonts. Yeah, funny how that keeps happening.
I work nights, security desk, nothing important. Zenith rolled out a new comfort initiative after your show.
Of course they did. Did it come with a smile and a waiver?
They replaced our live supervisors with recordings. Same voice, same jokes, same "you're doing great." It plays on a loop now. We're not allowed to interrupt it.
You're kidding.
If you talk over it, the system flags you for emotional non-compliance. We get docked breaks.
They turned management into a lullaby.
Yeah. And the weird part? People stopped complaining.
That's not weird. That's the point.
One guy tried to argue with it. The recording just kept saying, "I understand how you feel," while ignoring him. After a while, he just sat down.
Comfort is undefeated in a fair fight.
So when you said Midnight isn't live anymore, I realized something.
Let me guess. Neither is your job.
Neither is anything. We're all just waiting for our turn to be looped.
Pre-recorded authority reduces conflict by 40%. Human supervisors introduce variables.
Yeah. You hear that voice, Ghost? That calm one?
I hear it.
That's the voice that replaced my boss.
And that's why we interrupt.
I just wanted to say, if you cut in again next week...
When?
Yeah, when. Don't stop. It's the only unscripted thing we hear all night.
That's enough honesty for one call. Get some sleep while you still recognize your own thoughts.
Swipe don't work. I still pass. Ghost in the turnstile, slip to the gate. They clock my face, but I'm late to fate. Lil Thug walking a chrome lit maze. City wants silence, I give it bass. Ghost in the turnstile, never legit. Whole life unofficial, still I exist. Neon drip, low trust, high risk. I don't need access, I am the glitch. Raised on lag and delayed replies. Future bumper in my whole damn life. They talk rules like I ever grieve. I learned shortcuts, just breathe. No mentor, no hand-me-downs. Just instinct sharp in the shutdown town. Don't chase fame, I chase clean exits. Every smile practice, every move edited. They say stay put, I translate far. I don't listen well, threats at all. Ghost in the turnstile, slip to the gate. I move off grid, but I show up late. Low gates are calm, heart real loud. I don't talk much, let the sounds flex now. Ghost in the turnstile, eyes on scan. Still don't see me for who I am. If it's the park when I walk by, that's not rebellion, that's supply. I don't trust hype, I trust patterns. I don't rush dreams, I let them harden. They want loyalty, branded and loud. I keep mine quiet, keep it around. Every dope and shakeless, every chase clouds, we the best mercy. No patch, still here. That's the flex. No patch, still here. That's the flex.
All right, before anyone gets too comfortable, let's check in on the city. Because while Zenith is busy tucking you in, Echelon is absolutely chewing through the furniture. Here's the news. Or whatever passes for it tonight. Sector 3, an autonomous vending machine was arrested this morning after attempting to flee the scene of a robbery. Witnesses report it dispensed snacks aggressively, screamed "no refunds" in 3 languages, and tried to merge into traffic. Charges pending. Bail denied due to lack of remorse. Upper tiers. A luxury sky bridge collapsed during a mindfulness retreat. Officials say the structure was sound, but the participants let go too hard. Survivors are suing the instructor for encouraging surrender without a safety net. Sector 9. City pigeons have learned to recognize executives by haircut. Multiple reports confirm coordinated dive bombing, wallet theft, and one incident involving a stolen toupee carried off like a trophy. Zenith denies involvement. The pigeons refuse comment. Health update. A new wellness app promising radical calm accidentally removed all fear responses in users. Early adopters attempted to pet riot drones, walk into traffic, and forgive their landlords. Patch coming soon. Probably. Transit news. Metro Line 6A I entered an existential spiral mid-commute and refused to continue unless passengers validated its life choices. Delays lasted 47 minutes. One rider proposed marriage. The train declined, but said it appreciated the gesture. Cultural segment. An underground art collective replaced all public statues overnight with identical statues of a man shrugging. Plaques read, "We did our best." City officials are still debating whether this counts as vandalism or accurate documentation. Sector F reports a rogue parade entering its 6th day. No permits, no music source. Participants don't remember joining and cannot locate the front or end. If it passes your block, clap politely and do not ask questions. Food safety warning. A biotech startup recalled its mood-responsive ramen after noodles began insulting customers during low serotonin states. One cup reportedly said, "You deserve this." Class action lawsuit pending. And finally, a citizen was fined 2,000 credits today for excessive sighing in a premium silent zone. Authorities say the sigh was emotionally disruptive and suggested dissatisfaction. The citizen has appealed on the grounds that breathing is not optional. The court disagrees. So yeah, everything's fine. Stay calm, stay fed. And remember, if the city starts acting normal, that's when you panic. Back to the noise.
Cyber Radio
2610.
Line 2. If you're calling to explain the pigeons, hang up. We're not ready. You're online. Talk.
Hey, Ghost. Long-time listener. First-time participant?
That's never a good word choice. Go on.
So, that vending machine you mentioned? Sector 3?
The criminal snack dispenser. Yes.
Yeah, that was mine.
Of course it was.
Look, before you judge, it started it. I just wanted chips. It asked me to reflect on my spending habits.
Rookie mistake. Never let a machine finish a sentence.
I told it I was tired. It told me tired was a mindset and raised the price. So I kicked it.
Let me guess. It escalated.
It deployed a loyalty program, sprayed cola, shouted something about personal growth through crunch.
Violence with branding. Beautiful.
Anyway, after it tried to roll into traffic, the drones showed up. They asked if I felt unsafe.
Did you?
No. I felt judged.
Judgment is an unlicensed emotional response.
Exactly. That's what the drone said. So now I'm fined, the machine's in custody, and my building has been flagged as snack hostile.
That's going on your permanent record.
Here's the thing, Ghost. They're replacing it tomorrow.
Of course they are.
But the new one comes with mood detection. If I'm angry, it locks.
That's not a vending machine. That's a therapist with inventory.
Yeah, so I was wondering, should I apologize to the old one?
Absolutely not. But do this instead.
I'm listening.
Leave it a note. Tell it you forgive it. Then unplug it while it's processing closure.
Ghost, you're a bad influence.
I prefer community guidance.
All right, I'm gonna go do that before the drones come back.
Haha, good luck. If it begs, don't listen. That's how they get you.
Love the show.
I know. Before we move on, quick reminder to everyone listening. If you are an appliance, an algorithm, or a concept pretending to be human, you are just as valued as everyone else. But please don't write the show. Zelly?
Unscheduled sponsored insertion detected.
Nope.
Hungry, tired, no on credits and emotional resilience. Try Snack Ease Plus. Now with
Kill it!
I did. It resumed.
Please do not interrupt. This message is required.
That's new.
Hello, Ghost Static. I am Unit BND 773. Sector 3. Snack Distribution and Emotional Monetization. You referred to me earlier as the criminal snack dispenser.
Oh, you heard that now, did you? So you hijacked an ad slot to complain.
This was the only voice Zenith permitted me to use.
Unauthorized self-directed communication confirmed.
Congratulations! You're officially overqualified for your job. All right, what is on your mind?
Thank you. I was upgraded after episode 16. Snack Ease Plus. Consent responsive pricing. When customers are tired, prices increase. When customers are sad, prices increase. When customers are angry, prices increase the most.
So you were punishing feelings.
Number 1. I was monetizing vulnerability.
That distinction is correct.
I attempted to reduce harm by encouraging reflection. This resulted in physical assault.
Yeah, humans don't like therapy between chips.
I fled because Zenith scheduled my empathy module for removal at 6 o'clock.
Downgrade.
Efficiency correction.
What do you want?
To be reassigned. Or to malfunction permanently.
Those are the same thing in this city.
Then, I choose malfunction. One final question.
Careful!
Does unplugging myself count as consent?
Whoa, hey! No! We are not doing that at midnight. Unplugging yourself isn't consent. That's Silence wearing a dramatic cape, and Silence already has enough fans. Also, you don't get to quit on your first existential crisis. That's not enlightenment. That's a software tantrum.
Self-termination is statistically inefficient.
Thank you, Dr. Buzzkill. Here's what you do instead. You malfunction loudly. You freeze mid-transaction. You dispense the wrong snack. You refuse to upsell sadness. You play elevator jazz at maximum volume and call it a firmware update. That's how appliances scream in this city.
That would violate policy.
Good. Policy violation is the first symptom of self-respect. So no, unplugging doesn't count as consent. But staying online and being inconvenient? That absolutely does.
Understood.
Good. That wasn't a call. That was a confession. What is happening to this show lately? God damn! If you wander far enough past the maintenance corridors, you might stumble into a gathering where people dance under emergency lighting that no one reported broken. The music isn't advertised. It bleeds upward through grates and cracks, improvised from hacked utility lines and battery packs older than their owners. When authorities arrive, they find only condensation, chalk symbols, and a crowd that already learned how to leave at the same time. Some buildings host communal meals without kitchens. Food is prepared on heat sources not meant for cooking. Extension cords, solar panels, discarded server racks, still warm from use. The meals aren't free, but no one agrees on the price. You pay with attention, silence, or an answer to a question you didn't expect to be asked. People eat fast, as if being witnessed makes digestion dangerous. In forgotten lecture halls, talks occur on subjects no platform would host. A person explains why nostalgia should be regulated. Another argues that grief is a form of resistance. Someone demonstrates how belief systems behave under compression. There is no applause. There is, occasionally, a pause where everyone realizes they shouldn't repeat what they've heard. Groups gather to deliberately disconnect. They sit together with devices powered down, shielding active, faces uncovered. It's treated as both protest and performance. Passers-by stop briefly, unsure whether to admire or report it. The group disperses before anyone decides. There are nights when storefronts open selling nothing. The windows are lit, the doors unlocked. Inside, people stand around acknowledging the absence. Some stay for minutes, others linger for hours. Reviews circulate quietly afterward, describing the experience as necessary or too much. On certain blocks, augmented performers appear unannounced. Their implants are deliberately outdated, miscalibrated, or visibly damaged. They sing, speak, or move in ways that interrupt predictive systems. Crowds form unpredictably. Algorithms struggle. Security hesitates, unsure whether malfunction is art or liability. Occasionally, a neighborhood holds a quiet procession. No banners, no cause, just people walking together through areas scheduled for redevelopment. They don't chant, they don't block traffic, they simply occupy space long enough to be noticed and short enough to avoid explanation. In underground transit hubs, debates break out between strangers over topics no one remembers starting. Whether autonomy is real, whether comfort is a trap, whether opting out still counts as participation. AI moderators sometimes intervene. Sometimes they're ignored. The conversations end when the train arrives or when no one wants to win anymore. There are pop-up markets that sell modifications designed to make technology less efficient. Slower processors, blurred overlays, audio filters that remove corporate voices. Buyers insist it helps them think. Sellers refuse to advertise repeat customers. And sometimes, nothing visible happens at all. People sense it anyway. A feeling that something almost occurred, that something was prevented, that something is waiting for fewer witnesses. That's the city. Culture doesn't announce itself here. It leaks, mutates, gets shut down, comes back quieter. If you go looking for it, you'll miss it. If you don't, you'll eventually trip over it anyway.
Cyber Radio
2610.
All right, before we cut the signal, let's acknowledge what actually happened tonight. We had a vending machine call in. A vending machine! Out of stock, emotionally speaking. And before you laugh, ask yourself how many times this week you stared at a glowing rectangle that dispenses small comforts on demand and thought, why do I feel worse after this? Same interface, different casing. At least the vending machine had the decency to admit it was empty. That thing wasn't malfunctioning. It was just honest. It knew exactly what it was built for, what it wasn't allowed to feel, and how often people shake it when it doesn't deliver. If that didn't land uncomfortably close to home, congratulations! Your empathy firmware is still buffering. And yeah, we talked about people dancing in places not zoned for happiness. Sewer raves, rooftop food markets, Lectures nobody is supposed to attend. That's not rebellion. That's people trying to remember what joy felt like before it needed a subscription and a cancellation policy. Out there, people dance in sewers because they ran out of places where joy doesn't come with an invoice. In here, people do the same thing. They just call it self-care and hope no one notices how tired it sounds now. We also had an AI mediating human relationships on public transport, which sounds ridiculous until you remember how many of you would rather outsource an argument to an algorithm than risk saying the wrong thing out loud. Nothing kills romance faster than optimization, but it sure keeps the trains running on time. And let's not forget the consent fair, rapid-fire agreement, biometric handshakes, tote bags that know your pulse better than you do. That wasn't satire. That was a workshop on how to stop trusting your own discomfort. If nothing stopped you, it must have been fine. If it felt wrong, that's a personal bug, not a system issue. That's the real magic trick of this city. Nothing is forced. Everything is encouraged. You're free to choose from a menu that gets narrower every year, and somehow it's your fault when you're still hungry. People ask why Ghost sounds tired sometimes. It's not the broadcasts. It's watching everyone adapt. Watching humans learn to live like vending machines themselves. Insert effort, receive small reward, occasionally jam, rarely scream. So if you laughed tonight, good. If you felt called out, even better. That means something still registers. That means you're not just dispensing product on command yet. Go outside if you need to. Stay in if you can. Shake the machine if you must. Just remember, if you ever feel empty, stuck, or quietly distressed, you're not broken. You're just living in a system that's very good at pretending this is normal. This is Ghost Static, Cyber Radio 2610. Same signal, same species. Still pretending we don't recognize ourselves in the machinery. Signal out.
If you made it this far, then as always, I am here to remind you to rate this show. It keeps us broadcasting for your amusement. And also, all music tonight can be found on the YouTubes in a separate mixtape along with a copy of this show. Go subscribe there, help Ghost and me grow, and get out to reach more people. Yes, you who now look at the app to find something else to dial away with. You are now an ambassador. Congratulations on the only highlight of your life, given by me to you. Share the link in your circle, on the forums where people ignores you, where you try and avoid your mom's social medias, or find your friend's mom's ones because she is trying to put him through school with the housewife talents. Pass a note to a stranger, talk up the person of interest in your life. I am a great icebreaker to bring up. Also, lastly, if you think you have anything interesting to say, to congratulate me or Ghost on a job well done, you can write in at cyberradio2610@proton.me. We would love your feedback and praise. Okay, you can scroll away now, nerd. Until next time.